Hello, everybody, and welcome to Final Show Films. I'm John, your executive producer here, and thanks for tuning in to watch or listen to whatever it is you're about to watch or listen to. In these trying times, we really do appreciate everyone that feels that we are worth their time, and we hope that we're able to give you something entertaining to while away the time as you spend it. We particularly want to thank those of you that feel like we're worth financially contributing to, particularly our $25 and up supporters on Patreon, who are Antitonic, Drevian Alexander, Catwater Flame, Rowan Parker, and Samantha Bates. Yes, I read that off of a list. Thank you very much for supporting us. I know that in these uncertain times, finances are tough for everybody, so that you're willing to donate to us means a lot to all of us here, and we thank you. That being said, please sit back, relax, and enjoy. And we're live! Hello, everybody, and welcome back. After 2 months, was it, Andrew?
Yeah, around about 2 months.
2 months of no Lancer. Just a little bit of bookkeeping before we get started on our third episode. Unfortunately, Camille will not be joining us any longer on this series at the moment. Camille got a new job, which is good because he's been unemployed for a while. But it does not. He was not able to get Fridays off, so he will not be on this show for the foreseeable future. But don't worry, because he may or may not be showing up in other Final Show film shows or show in which I have a say and all of the power. So, anyways,
All
I
right.
now hand it to Andrew.
Hello, my dudes, dudettes, and dude entities, and welcome back to Sector Tavia,
Identities.
a live-streamed campaign in the Lancer universe. My name is Andrew, and I am your game master for this campaign. I'm joined by John.
I'm John. I'm playing Valentine Declan, call sign Drake, piloting the GMS Everest Fang.
And William.
Hi, I'm William. I'm playing Atsila Sekiyari, call sign Vanish, piloting the GMS Everest Yamitachi.
And Cody.
I'm Cody. I am playing Wayland Harrell, call sign Tyro, piloting the GMS Everest Wager.
And Mara.
Hey, I'm Mara. I'm playing Farine Drakton, call sign Victor, piloting Necessary Therefore Possible, who is an Everest mech.
And when we last left, far longer than I would have liked ago, moving as hell, our heroes, for lack of a better collective descriptor, have breached the underground facility to which they were summoned and found the prototype frigate that had been promised them. Getting it off planet, however, was bound to be tricky as the ship's NHP, Central, was in the midst of takeoff preparations. This has given enemy forces, belonging presumably to a group calling itself the Mantle of Order, it has given them a chance to swarm the hangar and try to board the ship to claim it for themselves. Naturally, Central disapproves of this and has tasked you with holding the line. And according to my notes, which I kept from a very long time ago, it is the start of a new round, and I believe Drake chooses the next player character to take their turn.
Since I don't remember what we were doing tactically at the time.
Would you like a refresher?
No, I think it's funnier this way. Drake picks Drake, which is the most Drake thing you could do, really.
Given that this is a new round and activations can refresh, I don't see a reason that this wouldn't work. So go nuts.
Also because this refreshes my reactions, which I don't know if I had any of, so that my turrets can shoot things again when other people take their turns.
Makes sense.
So I'm going to overcoms yell at, or not yell, but just sort of like, because as I recall, the inside of my cockpit is like sparking at the moment with some bits of things because I've been hit a few times. So
Some bits of things and
Cigarette.
and fragments of cigar, as I recall.
Yeah, it was a cigarette that bounced back into my face, and I was cussing. Yeah, because I did the cool cigarette flick, and then it hit and I forgot that I was in a cockpit, and it hit the wall and bounced back at me, which was funny. So
Also, Peak Drake.
also Peak Drake. If we just the only problem is we've referenced 3 different Drakes in that whole bit of referencing. So yeah, over the intercoms. Hey, Sparky, could you get onto the ship and help that NHP figure out what the fuck it needs to take off, please? As I level my gun of some description. We're gonna go with the assault rifle. Yeah, I'm gonna level the assault rifle at this assault.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, there's a Rainmaker. Fuck, there are Rainmakers. Scratch that. Ignore everything I just said. Well, don't ignore everything I just said. I still tell Sparky to get the fuck on the ship. But I'm gonna go 1, 2, 4, 5, and I'm going to barrage.
I did not. Okay, so.
So I'm
Sure,
going to
you can do that
barrage
one.
with the assault rifle.
Mm-hmm. And which other
and
mount?
My Nexuses.
Okay.
I'm going to use. Let's see. There's no cover between me and. Right?
Nope, no cover at all.
I'm going to use
Out in the
standard.
open.
I'm going to use standard rounds then. Ooh,
Right,
I like
walking
that.
armory.
When you barrage now, you actually select both parts of the barrage, and then it brings up a screen so you can do them all, as you go. Nice.
Neat.
I think I still have accuracy because I think my boosters are on, or did we use that in the last fight?
Let me check.
I know I've used my core power. I just don't know if it's still active or not.
I do not remember either. Oh, the joys of time being.
Does anybody
stupid.
remember if I used my core power in this fight or the first one?
I think he used it this fight.
Sure, we'll run with that.
I think. I remember you using it. I think it was this one.
I think, because I think William used it in the first fight.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I think you were the only one that used it in the first fight.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the rest of us have used it in this fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that tracks. We'll run with that. If
Alright.
it's been, if it is different in previous episodes, it doesn't matter because time.
Time confuses all things. So 1d20 plus 1d6, shooting at the Rainmaker.
Okay.
Not that it matters, because I got a 10.
No, 10 hits.
Hey! Alright, and my attack roll is 1d6. I got a 6.
Rainmaker takes an amount of damage.
Oh, hang on. You can roll in CompCom!
Yeah, you can, but I can't see it.
No, that's fair. That's fair. Absolutely fair. But you can roll in CompCom.
Yep, that you can. And I believe you can also edit the values to match what you've rolled
you can
in
also
Roll20.
Yep. You could also roll damage in Comp too. They've added that in. 6 kinetic damage. Firm. And then my Nexus's attack.
Same target?
Same target.
All right.
Protocol action, Mara, is an action you take at the beginning of your turn.
Cool.
Specifically a free action that you have to take that if you want to do it, you have to do it before anything else.
Awesome.
This is a smart attack, so it's attacking this E defense, but an 11.
Still hits.
And I'll just attack. We'll go ahead first. For 1 damage.
Is that a reliable weapon?
No, it's a Nexus. It's a light Nexus.
Yep. So yes, the assault rifle's reliable. Cool. The end result seems to just bounce off this Rainmaker's plated armor.
Well, let's roll another one.
Takes no damage from that.
A 16.
16 will hit.
Another 1.
Well, you managed to land hits in 2 separate places, and the armor is strong enough to hold against both of them.
Yeah,
so no damage from either Nexus.
Just as I'm walking to sort of provide some covering fire to Sparky, to Spark, I'm just sort of firing the assault rifle, and again, because the Nexus is part of the gun rather than anything else, just sort of fire, and then sort of like pulls back like a racking mechanism on the bottom. On the bottom of the assault rifle, and these just like Macross style missile barrage of Nexuses just and does nothing to it. Comes through the smoke glistening. In the cockpit there's just fucking damn it. Who fucking armors the artillery? To no one, because he doesn't hit the comm. That's just inside for him. So that's my turn.
Okay, now how do I... Okay, there's the intern button. Very good. It's been a while since I've wrangled all of this.
Also, technically, the Spark is an NPC now, so feel free to take that whenever.
True. I could do that, but I won't do that just yet because I think I want this bastion right here to can it? Yes, it can do that. Yes, it's going to barrage. It's going to start with the heavy assault shield at Yamitachi.
I believe that cloud is a smoke grenade. So I believe.
Yes, that is the effect of a smoke grenade.
Yep.
Which I don't remember what that does.
Soft cover.
Soft cover until the end of whoever fired it is their turn.
I don't remember who has them.
I have them, and I have one missing, but there's also next to me.
Not me, because I've got hex charges.
So I have smoke charges as well, but I have all 3 of my uses.
So then it's mine.
Okay.
I think this was a smoke from one of the enemies, because that bastion was there at some
point. Maybe that was just a regular extra template. I don't know.
I actually think that is an extra template.
That was for one of the howitzer fires.
Oh right, yeah, of course. Blast templates.
Probably gonna want to keep that around.
Does a 6 hit? Yamitachi.
William, does a
6 no, does not hit me.
Okay. So it swings the massive assault shield round, and you duck under it, but with its other hand, it pulls up the giant grenade launcher and fires that right here, which it is engaged, so it has an additional difficulty on this. So-
difficulty
2 difficulty.
against
And
both
what's
Next
your-
and Yamatachi.
Yep. So starting with Yamatachi, 3's going to miss. And 1 at Next. A 1 is also going to miss.
Oh yeah.
The smoke clears. They're still standing inside the bastion. Who the fuck puts armor on the artillery? Pointing at Next.
Yes, once the smoke from the grenade launcher clears, there is still quite a lot of it left. And yeah, I don't think that bastion is gonna move. It's gonna stay right there. Has nothing else it can. Yes, has nothing else it can do right now. Oh, well, yeah. Small potatoes. That's that bastion's turn. So Drake, who would like to go next? Who would you like to go next?
Mara and Cody, do either of you have your do either of you have your howitzer currently loaded?
I think so because
Yeah.
it's not marked as unloaded.
Yeah.
So I think it's yeah.
William, do
We
you think
both have them loaded.
William, do you think Yamatachi will survive not venting heat until the artillery fires? Because you look pretty full on heat at the moment, but I don't know if any of the enemies are generating heat right now. I think that's all just
I've
from
taken
you.
no reactor stress, and I'm at full health.
Yeah, that was why the bastion wanted to punch you.
So I believe I will be fine
All right.
if artillery wants to fire first, so I can because all I'm going to be doing on my turn is venting.
Okay. Next.
Okay.
All right.
I am going to barrage. Well, actually, first, I'm gonna use my power up. So let's do that.
Trigger power up.
Yep.
Hyperspec fuel injector.
Ding.
Do you still have your core power?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yep,
hadn't used it
still
yet.
does according to my notes.
Yep.
So you
Now I've
exhaust,
used it.
so exhaust your core power by clicking
Yep,
on it.
I
in the
did
upper
that.
right.
And then I'm gonna barrage. So first let's do the howitzer.
All right.
I'm gonna aim it right down here, right in there.
Right in that squad.
Yeah, let's kill them all.
Let me check the range on that.
You want to
It
aim it like
is
right
range
there
20.
so you hit the Rainmaker too?
So yes, you could
Ooh, yeah.
absolutely pack it right there. And
Yeah, let's do it.
yeah, you've got a clear line on the Rainmaker as well, so no obstructions there.
Awesome.
And the howitzer is arcing, so ignores. Don't require line of sight as possible to trace paths to target. They're still affected by cover. So
Yeah, with blast
You
with
get-
blasts you draw line of sight from the center of the blast.
yeah, that's true. That said, there is a size 2 wreck right here that would provide heavy cover, hard cover to
Ah.
anything standing next to it, which does provide soft cover to anything that is behind it, but
Does-
not adjacent to it.
Doesn't arcing ignore that?
Arcing doesn't require line of sight, but is still affected by cover.
If I do it,
But it would be cover from the center of the blast, though.
Oh, right,
Yeah,
yeah, of
you draw
course.
cover from
Duh.
the
Yeah,
center of the
you can
blast.
fire over obstacles,
Yeah.
so like we couldn't fire
Yeah.
through the wreck.
Yeah, you're not aiming to shoot through the wrecked bastion. So, okay.
so I'm good.
Let me check the rules on the squads. There they are. Spread out. Where is it? Ah, right, yes, the squad always has soft cover even in the open. So, and because the howitzer is inaccurate, so 2 difficulty on attacks on the attack against the squad and 1 against the Rainmaker.
Okay.
But plus 1 accuracy for your power up, so you
Yep.
only have 1 difficulty against the squad and no difficulty and a flat roll against the Rainmaker.
Indeed.
Okay. All right. So Hang on, I gotta remember how to do these rolls.
So for the Rainmaker, it's just 1d20 right now.
Okay.
And for the squad, it's 1d20 minus 1d6.
Okay. Roll 1d20. Oh, that's a 6. Not
6
great.
against the Rainmaker. There you are. That is going to miss.
All right, and then minus 1d6.
Mm-hmm.
Haha, 16.
16 hits the squad.
Excellent.
And I believe that'll do some real damage because squads are resistant to all damage that isn't from a template.
Oh yeah, it's 2d6 explosive.
Yep, resistance to all damage from attacks that aren't cone, line, burst, or blast.
This is a blast.
And 7. Let me see if they have. They do not. Okay. Yeah, there's a very loud explosion in that hallway, and there's a lot less people there now.
Cool. All right. And then I am going to pull out my assault rifle and aim it toward that bastion that just attacked Yamatachi.
Go ahead.
Howitzer a heavy or a super heavy?
Howitzer is just a regular heavy.
Regular
I think
heavy.
the only GMS super heavy weapon is the Cyclone Pulse Rifle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's a good one too.
Yeah.
I think he probably has some sort of cover, but we're gonna try it.
I don't. No, he's out in the open.
Okay. I don't get cut. I don't have any cover from the smoke cloud that's kind of in our way, or not.
They have cover against you. I don't believe that gives them cover against you.
Okay, doesn't go both ways. That's good. So it's 1d20.
Yep.
Here we go. 11.
11 against the Bastion. That'll absolutely hit.
Awesome. That is 1d6 kinetic. Hey.
Nice.
6. And I would have had to do that before. Oh wait, yeah. And then as my reaction, I am going to do Valiant Aid.
Let me check and see what that does.
That's going to let
Tactical profile.
if
Yeah,
Yamatachi, if you attack the bastion and you miss, you can re-roll it.
The first time on your turn you attack a character.
Yep.
Hang on. Let me double check. Is there anything? Sorry, I'm just curious about the wording on this.
Yeah, fair.
I believe this would apply to the first attack you make, but we can alter the order of operations here, so you can mark the bastion.
Oh yeah,
because
no,
you don't
I see
because you
what
don't have to
mean.
fire the howitzer first.
Mhm. Okay, sweet. Thank you.
Yeah. All good.
And I'm gonna use my movement to duck back out of being right in the path of that squad of people who I just shot at with the howitzer. I'm duck back this way. That's my turn.
Sorry, did next hit the squad?
Yes.
Yes.
Can I use my reaction to shoot them with my turret?
Turret drone?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in range.
Yeah.
So
reaction.
Yes. What's the extra
attack.
damage on that?
3 kinetic damage.
Okay.
Or they have resistance to it because it's not from a blast.
Oh right, which then rounds up, so they take 1 from that.
Just a spray of bullets.
Okay, I think. Yes, that was everything you wanted to do, Mara?
Yep, I'm done.
Cool. Okay, who is next on deck? I think. Hang on, me, you. That many left. Anyone over the side? Yes, a few people. This assault right here on the other side of the map will... they will take...
Me, I'm just a silo.
Yeah, but you're a silo that's harassing. You're a silo that's in the way, so it's
That's fair.
gonna take a shot with the assault rifle at you.
That's fair. I am a missile silo.
This appears. Yes, I think
You're
this
like
is just a flat roll. Yeah.
You know the anti-air turrets that the Terrans build in StarCraft? You're that, but with legs.
Does a 7 hit you?
No.
Oh wait. Rank discipline. He gains an accuracy. 11.
Yeah, that does.
Okay, so that is 6 kinetic damage to you.
All right.
I believe that's our first point of structure damage in this campaign.
Nope, not yet.
Really?
Yeah, I had 8 left. I only took 6
left.
damage.
I was looking at the wrong bar. I'm so used to red being health. That's 8. Is there anything else the assault wants to do? I think they want to move. Right there. Themselves some hard cover. Yes, that's all they're going to do for now, I think. So, Mara, who's on next?
I guess we'll tag team the howitzers. Cody, whatever your character's name is.
Tyro. All right. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna barrage. Let's see. Yeah, barrage. First up is howitzer on that poor group of unmech people.
It's just one howitzer shell. Pff, spray a machine gun fire. Duck! Second howitzer shell.
Let's see.
That's not
Yeah,
their day.
that's the only way I can angle it.
Alright.
So yeah, I'll fire that over. So
Go ahead.
Let's see.
And
it's
is your core power?
You just do a banking shot and you bounce off the far wall.
Yeah. It's 1d6.
Curve,
Yeah, I have
curve the
I
mortar
have my
shell.
core power.
You have your
I'm
core
about to
power on,
wanted the shit out of this.
yeah. So this is just a one difficulty on the stack.
Wow. Straight up.
Oh.
Foop.
Oh.
Does that just make
it was a dud shell.
Yeah, it just went fell out.
No, you fired it. And they were like, fuck, take cover. And they went into the ground. Nothing happened.
Yep.
See, I had the vision of some of them getting absolutely clowned by the first howitzer shot, and then they hear another one, and they're just like, "You gotta be kidding!" And they book it to the other side of the token.
Yeah. They just saw one more big gun leveling their way, and they're like, "Fuck, run to the wall."
Nope. Not again.
Yep. So I fired that. I'm going to. I can break up my movement, right?
Not in a
Or
barrage, no.
I can't break up my attacks.
Nope. Oh,
Okay.
yes, you can break up your attacks, absolutely.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3. Let's see, 1, 2, 3.
Wait, hang on. What are you trying to do? Sorry.
I'm trying to
Yeah, the
move
question was,
after
can he
I fire.
attack, move, attack?
Oh, in a
It was
barrage,
a
no.
barrage.
Okay, that's what I was trying to.
You can attack different targets, but you can't move during a barrage.
Could you,
Unless you have a specific talent for it, or
No, I don't.
specific weapons abilities.
could you skirmish, move, skirmish?
If you overcharge to skirmish, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you can only do an action once per turn unless you overcharge it.
Mm-hmm. And an overcharge only lets you perform a quick action at the time you overcharge.
Howitzer, not loaded. All right, then. Let's see.
Well, I should say you can do an action once per turn unless you do it as a free action, which is what overcharging lets you do. Because technically speaking, you can also do it a third time if you have another way to do it as a free action, like the core fuel injector can dash.
Or like initiative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Andrew, do you not say if I've used initiative yet this fight?
We can say you haven't.
I know I used it in the
because I don't
last
remember.
fight. I know I used it in
I'm
the
pretty
last
certain
fight.
I have, because I'm pretty certain I use that shit immediately every fight.
You did.
All right. Get out of here. And then with my flex mount, I'm firing both of my missiles.
At whom?
Let's see. One at the assault and one at. Yeah, it's got to be one at the bastion.
All right. Yeah, assault doesn't really have much cover against you there. I'm going to say that's out in the open.
You could also just fire both at the assault.
Actually, yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Both at the assault.
Fair enough. Go ahead.
Because these aren't the biggest missiles. And so it's just 1d20 plus 1d6.
Can my turret hit the assault through the bastion?
Yes, no mech ever provides, never ever blocks line of sight unless it says so in its rule set.
All right.
17 hits. As does an 18.
All right, so. Oops.
You
Slash
forgot
roll.
one. You forgot one part of that formula.
Nice. Also nice. So 8 points of explosive damage.
Is it
One
still
second.
standing for the turret to shoot it?
1 second. So 8 total. So
Correct.
then takes. Right. Armor comes into play here, so it takes that much. And then that much again. It is still standing, but just barely.
Use my reaction to shoot it with the turret. 3 more damage.
Yep. Which the armor can't entirely block. And it is down.
So it's like
All right.
starts to stumble out of the smoke like all the other ones have. Turret just goes.
And then I'm going.
The Bastion's pilot gets some bullet fire registered, some incoming fire registered below it.
Let's see.
Got big legs.
Now I'm gonna move. Now that my barrage is done. 1,
Mm-hmm.
2, 3, 4, and I'm going to overcharge. So I have to roll another d3 for heat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I guess I'll just roll nothing but max. That's cool. Let's see.
Cody, could we look at your dice, please?
Yeah, no, I'm.
Holds up a D3 with just 3s written on it.
Yeah,
That brings you up to 4 heat,
it does.
which I have just updated for you.
Okay, yep.
That's not good.
And then I'm going to use that overcharge to deploy another smoke grenade. Right. Let's see. Yeah, because it's a blast 1.
Blast 2, I believe.
Oh, blast 2.
I think.
Smoke grenade.
Yeah, blast 2.
Yep, blast 2.
Character's been a blast 2 area. Yeah.
So yeah.
So where's it going? Sorry.
That's the size of the howitzer shot, right?
No, howitzer's blast 1, so it would be like this template here and everything adjacent to it.
Right. That was why we had,
Howitzer's
because we
blast.
didn't have one of those.
Last 2.
Oh, it is?
Yep.
Yeah.
Whoops.
I think the situation was we didn't have a blast 2 template, so we were just using the blast
yeah, of
1s and
course.
saying everything around it as well.
Yep.
Okay.
Whoops, my bad.
Then I will stick it right here. I basically want to cover the ass end of the
The entrance to the ship.
yeah, because the drones have to make it on board in one piece too, if I remember correctly, right?
Yeah.
Yes, 2 of them are already on board.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just gonna smoking the back of the ship.
Yeah, like this token, when I mouse over it and start to drag it, it just says blast 2 smoke cloud. So yeah, that's what
Yeah.
this was for. We just don't have an actual blast 2.
But that's my turn.
So this previous smoke cloud, I believe that was another one of yours.
Yeah, so I believe it's gone now.
So that one goes away.
Yeah, I just moved it.
There we go. Now we have a new one.
All right.
Oh, I can at the back so I can actually see. Right. Okay. Who do we want? I think we want. This assault right here, the other one on the other side of the map from previous. So he will move up 1 and yes, he hasn't actually taken a hit yet. So yes, that will just be a skirmish with the assault rifle against Yamitachi with 1 accuracy from being adjacent to the bastion. That's a 19.
Ow. Yes.
6 kinetic damage to you.
Okay.
Let me double check. Here we are. Okay. What's this?
That is it's technically it's a size 4 mech like ring, but a size 4 mech ring looks like it might be a size 2 blast.
I'll figure it out at some point before next session.
And that's designed to snap 2 as it is. So
the assault will then use its second quick action to lock on to Yamitachi. And that's all it's going to do. It's going to keep using the bastion as cover.
And I believe the bastion is also providing it damage resistance, isn't it? Because it's nearby.
Something along those lines. Let me check. Bastion. Yeah, it gets hard cover from the bastion. And resistance to damage from area of effect attacks while adjacent to it.
Yes. So this thing needs to die.
Right, so Cody, whose turn is it? Oh wait, there's only 1 left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cody, make your choice.
And then I have to play by myself for a while, unfortunately.
I guess Yamatachi.
Something, a joke I won't make.
That's why I said by myself. I know my words.
Okay. I need to murder this bastion.
Just get behind it with a Reaper.
That's me. I'm already in front of it, though.
Well, I mean, in front of it is the worst place for Reaper to be. There's a percent effectiveness with Reaper and Bastion, and it's inverse compared to where each of them is facing.
So I'm just, because it's loaded and it's standing in front of me, I'm going to blast this thing with the Cyclone Pulse Rifle.
Okay.
The accuracy and difficulty they wash because it's accurate, but I'm in front of him.
That's why I keep forgetting that
4 would miss, but it's reliable 5, so have 5 damage. Actually, no, I have the reroll because of the Valiant Aid.
Yep.
19.
Hey.
19 hits the bastion.
I had to remind myself that thanks to the lance display on the overlay, I reminded myself. Why am I not showing people the fucking Roll20? I am bad at this. I just realized we've been on the booth this whole time, and there's been a map.
Oh no.
That's okay.
Womp womp.
It's fixed. I fixed
People
it.
want to see the beautiful map.
I
Come
deal
on.
10 damage to the Bastion.
Okay. Had that first. I have not been updating my friggin'. I've not been updating my notes properly. So 10. That is exactly enough to take it out of the fight, including its armor.
It's been so long since we've played a game that wasn't D&D that required the battle map that I just forgot that we had the battle map view.
And with the Bastion dead, I will take my movement and 1, 2, 3.
Cool. Those spaces both have javelin rockets in them.
Oh, do they? Oh, I didn't realize.
That's why they're marked.
That's what those are supposed to be.
Yep. I moved them off you before the session actually started because the Rainmaker can't do that. It has to pick free spaces.
Okay. But we are aware those are javelin rockets, so.
Yes. And if you walk into that space, it will hit you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got hard cover between me and that assault and the Bastion.
Okay, so we can that off. Is that done? Right. How many things have I got left? Why do I have an extra one of those? That's not relevant anymore. Go away. You are no longer needed. There are one too many engineers in my so there. Now everything matches the actors remaining.
I said that too
3,
when I was
4,
in school, but
5.
there was the problem that there was an engineering college nearby, so.
All right, so to start off, this demolisher in the back here is just going to keep walking forward. 1, 2, boost.
Yeah.
Back himself there.
We'll deal with him eventually.
He's on his way. And then Spark will just scooch around that wreck. What's your speed? It is
5, probably.
5. Yeah, it is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And yeah, he will get on the horn to Central about if there's anything he can do to help.
Can he just boost and get inside the ship and just off the battle map at that point?
Yeah, he can do that. Left. How does that work? Right, so the javelin rockets hit powerful nothing as one of the Rainmakers starts its turn. Specifically, the one that got shot a bunch.
Well, I've got good news for him. He's going to get shot a bunch again soon.
And I've got good news for him as well. He's going to do some shooting of his own. He's going to start with taking a lock-on tech action against Fang. So Fang is locked on, and then he will fire the missiles.
Fire the
soft
missiles.
cover.
Sorry?
He does. Fang does have soft cover because of the smoke.
The missile pods can attack up to 3 characters at a time. So the first shot will be at Fang, consuming the lock-on for extra accuracy, so it becomes a flat roll. A 5 misses, but it has reliable 2, so some shrapnel pings you. The second shot will be at Yamitachi, for which he will also consume lock-on.
I have hard cover unless that's an arcing shot.
It is an arcing shot.
Oh wait, no.
But it is a single target, so it's still affected by cover.
So it's still affected by cover. It's the
Yep.
there's a different one that actually ignores.
So then that becomes 1 difficulty instead of 2. 5 also misses you. It strikes directly in front of you, and you get peppered with bits of rocket. So 2 damage to you as well. And the third shot will be at Next, because they are out in the open.
There.
No accuracy or difficulty there. 14. There we go.
Yeah, I think so. This is that's against evasion.
Evasion, yeah.
Yes,
Right?
evasion.
Yeah.
So you take 4 explosive damage, and the knockback tag bumps you to there.
Actually, I've got stable. Which
Stable structure?
Yeah.
Which
so +1 accuracy on saves to avoid prone or knockback.
this doesn't provoke a save, unfortunately.
Okay, never mind.
It's the knockback tag, which on hit may choose to move. It just chooses to move you.
Gotcha.
So that Rainmaker is done. The infantry squad, having lost the vast majority of its number in extensive explosions, decides to cut and run. So
Smart.
they will retreat to
That's smart.
3, 4, boost. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they're leaving.
Smartest thing
Which-
these guys have done all day.
Mark them as destroyed, because they are no longer relevant in this fight. Spark's taken their turn. Come on. There we go. Which leaves 1 Rainmaker.
And the utility drones.
Yeah, I'll get to them.
We're already finished all
They
that
go
work.
last. Andrew's taking his turns trying to kill us first.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah. The speed on a Rainmaker is 3, so 1, 2. You can't quite get into the cover provided by the Bastion, but has a clear line on Yamitachi.
Come at me.
If he's not able to get into the cover, doesn't it also provide cover to me?
Yes, it would provide
because he has to fire through it, and it's not adjacent to him.
Right, arcing weapon.
It isn't. That's right.
Wait.
But
Oh,
it's also a line.
Arc
It
is
doesn't
in
get
care-
line of sight, but because it's not a template, it does still get affected by cover.
yeah.
Is that how arcing
Sorry.
work?
Hang on, let me just read off the tag. This weapon can be fired over obstacles, usually by lobbing a projectile in an arc. Attacks made with this weapon don't require line of sight, as long as it's possible to trace a path to the target. However, they are still affected by cover.
Okay, so yeah.
So, yes, it would provide soft cover against you. No, the Wreck of the Bastion would provide soft cover, because it's a direct line, but it's directly in the way.
Yeah.
So, it can't exactly, doesn't have a clear line to you, so has to rely on its artillery's natural arc-based properties. So we're going to take 1 shot at Yamitachi. Oh wait, no, this is difficulty 1.
Yes,
So
it's still firing even though it can't clearly see you, which is
Yeah,
why the
exactly.
cover still helps, but it can still fire at you.
So 5 misses, but again, shrapnel damage from reliable. 1 shot at Wager, which has 2 difficulty. 14 still hits.
Yeah.
So that's 4 explosive damage at you.
Well then.
That is actually our first structure damage.
Yeah.
Do you have a custom paint job?
I actually do.
So before you take your structure damage, the thing that we always forget, roll a d6.
That.
One.
Unfortunately, it did not scratch your paint this time.
Okay.
You need a
Alright.
6 for that.
So let me.
Well, also that destroys your custom paint job.
No, it's indestructible.
Oh, well,
It's
yeah, okay.
uh,
Give
It's
your
just
start.
the custom paint job can only save you from a structure damage once per combat.
Yeah.
it has to save you before it
Oh,
destroys
okay.
it,
Okay.
before it's destroyed.
Well, it's not destroyed, but yeah, it stops working.
2 system trauma.
System trauma. Parts of your mech are torn off by the damage. Roll me a d6.
Yep. I'm doing it on Capcom. Is that right?
I would prefer to be able to see everything,
Yeah.
but I'm just going to trust that you roll a 2 there.
Yeah. So that's a 3.
On a 1 to 3, all of the weapons on one mount of your choice are destroyed. You choose, but systems or weapons with the limited tag and no charges left are not valid. I don't think you have any of those. You just have a bunch of loading weapons.
So wait, what's not valid?
If you had a mount that had limited weapons that are all out of ammo, you couldn't choose that one.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. I'll go with the heavy mount for now.
So your howitzer?
For now, you're going to destroy something else later.
I'm not. But yeah, the clip the barrel.
All right.
Alright.
So the way that works is go down to 0, take the structure damage,
Yep.
back up to full health, and then any extra damage carries over, which I believe is another 2.
Yes.
Because we actually have 4 health bars, not 1.
And then the final shot from the Rainmaker will aim at Fang, who gets the benefits of the soft cover.
What, is it firing through additional cover at me?
Oh, yes, it is.
That would be 2.
It's got to go through the bastion. Difficulty 2. A 2 is going to miss you.
Yeah.
Save for the reliable damage.
Oh, yeah. That's right. It's another 2.
And that's you done. Okay. The last of the utility drones trundle their way inside the ship at a pace that is definitively not helpful to your need to hurry. I said GM layout. Why aren't you not moving to the GM layout? What's wrong with you?
It
They
did.
all appear to be gone now.
Oh, I see what I've done. I stacked them up so they looked like they were on the token layer because they're all semi-transparent. And then when you stack semi-transparent things,
They become solid. Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Would someone please choose for me high or low?
Hi.
Hi.
Low
That's 2 votes for high, and we got a low.
means we go around into the 4th round. Central is not entirely prepared.
You are not prepared.
Okay, so William, please choose the first player to go.
Me.
Fair.
1, 2,
valid.
3, 4, 5. Get right into that smoke cloud.
Into cover.
And then use my full action to repair.
To stabilize.
Stabilize, repair, spend 1 repair to restore HP to maximum, and reload all weapons with the loading tag.
Mm-hmm.
That is the turn.
Off as Destroyed. Very good. Finish. Okay.
That he's just going to stay at 5, as far as I'm concerned right now.
The surviving bastion will slowly advance. Oh, no, surprisingly not slowly. It has 4 movements. Weird. No, not the template. Give me that one. Thank you. 1.
You already just put that
2.
template, in the GM layer.
Yeah, true. I could. Bastion will park themselves right there. And, yep, that's currently loaded. So, yeah, he's going to fire the grenade launcher. Centered on Yamitachi.
Misses me!
Yeah, it's a blast 1, so I can hit. I can hit 2 people. It's a blast 1.
We are neatly separated into groups of only 2 people at a time.
Yes. Yamitachi and Wager, Yamitachi and Fang, or Fang and next.
Yeah.
So naturally,
let's
it goes
see.
for the 2 people with the full health and not the 2 people with less health.
I mean, I never said these people were smart.
And the people who are sitting in a smoke cloud.
9 Yamitachi.
No.
Okay. Minus
And a
one.
-1.
So what actually happens is it lands here. Just overshot ever so slightly because it didn't have a clear line through the smoke. You get a message over comms.
Would you people please stop blowing holes in my ship?
Back over comms. If you had some external guns on that ship, it would be real fucking helpful.
Yes, it would, wouldn't it? Unfortunately, that is not what I am capable of today.
This was a transport vessel, not a military vessel.
What I'm saying is, stop bitching and start fixing.
I am working on it.
But that's the Bastion's turn
my
done.
ship.
So, William, whose turn is it next?
Let's see. The big guns aren't loaded, and one of them's destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
So Fang,
Get my
get your
reactions
back.
Yeah. All right. So. There's the smart move that still lets me shoot something. Or there's the cool move that lets me shoot something a lot.
But at what cost?
We use my initiative to take a quick action.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use my initiative to take a quick action to shoot the Rainmaker.
Okay.
To skirmish with my assault rifle. Oh. 17.
Absolutely hits.
For 2. My reliable damage.
Oh, whoops. I forgot to put the minus in there.
Ting, 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 ting. All right.
Yep. A lot of the shots bounce off the armor.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Free action to boost because I'm powered up. 1, 2. Barrage. I'm barraging with the heavy charged blade and the assault rifle. So
All
just
right.
cloak billowing out behind me. Hand up, blade comes down. Hopefully it hits.
Go right ahead.
12 to hit.
Well, absolutely hits.
For 4 energy damage.
Inexplicably, this mech is living a charmed life.
It's armor piercing. For whatever
Armor
it's worth.
piercing?
Yes.
Well, alright then. Never mind.
Is it dead now? Good. So, yeah.
If you want it to be dead, it is in fact dead because it had 4 hit points left.
I'm not gonna. No, I'm actually going to. It's like ram the charged blade through it on just the other side of the cockpit so that the charged blade sinks all the way to the ground and I push the Rainmaker down so the legs splay out.
Yeah, so you managed to wedge the blade right between the cockpit and one of the missile pods on its back.
It's like right into
you
the
basically-
power core.
So you basically just cut it in half, slightly unevenly,
Yeah.
like you're trying to cut a cake without a guide.
And then spin around, aim at the assault. Oh, hang on, let me- Kill confirm. I like that it says kill confirm when you hit it, confirm target destroyed. Really nice.
Yeah, something I've noticed in making my own content for that works with CompCon is that you can put specific activation messages on things.
Yeah.
That's very fun.
Does a 15 hit that assault?
Absolutely.
For 2 more damage. Or its first 2 damage, really.
There you are.
All right. So let's see. I've skirmished, barraged, I've moved, I've boosted.
Yep, you overcharged. Wait, did you?
No,
you didn't overcharge.
I didn't overcharge. No.
Hmm.
I used
I mean, you could.
high respect fuel injector for the free boost.
You could overcharge for another skirmish if you wanted.
Could overcharge for the skirmish if I wanted. Could I kill 2 enemies in one turn?
Probably not, but you could do more damage.
I could also get a reactor stress because I'm at 3 heat, and overcharge is plus 1d6. I have been
you've overcharged twice.
I have been rolling like shit on d6s though, so it's entirely possible I only get a 2.
Or you could be like me and roll a 3. Well, except for you, it'd be a 6.
Yeah, let's overcharge. Let's get greedy. 2!
Roll the 2.
Hey.
Eat a dick. All right.
So you have one more
I'm at
quick action to do.
5 heat out of 6.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to my world.
Yeah, I'm gonna fire. I'm gonna actually hang on. I still have some movement because I only used 2 of my boost.
There's just this faintly
Yeah.
glowing signature underneath the
1,
frame of the
2,
Yamitachi,
3.
who, by the way, has still not said anything to anyone.
Oh yeah, no, like
aside
that.
from the one alert from the CompCon.
Bits of the cloak are like starting to like develop embers, like as just bits of the cloak on the fang are beginning to glow, and very specifically the jawline of the head under the cloak, under the hood cloak, is bright red right now.
So that's where you keep the reactor core. Good to know.
No, that's where the heat exhaust is. It's also why it's
Increased smoke.
also why it's called Fang. All
Alright,
right.
So, yes, the movement, then
Roll
overcharge for an
1d20
attack.
plus 1d6.
8 against that assault.
You don't have to
eh?
roll a 2 on the d20, roll 20. You can roll a 2 on the d6.
I mean, if it had rolled a 6 on the d20 and a 2 on the d6, it would still have hit.
And it's also... Oh, an 8 hits?
8 hits.
Yay! 6 plus 3. 6 armor
And it
piercing
was
damage.
threes.
Yeah, I moved up to 3.
Takes 6 and is very upset about it.
All right, that's my full turn. The
All
greed paid off.
Yes, that's a dead Rainmaker. So Bastion's gone. This Rainmaker in the back here is going to scooch over to that side right there. And then it will... what will you do? What's your... Interesting. Very interesting indeed.
You should put some more missiles up in the air for us to walk through.
No, I think I'm going to do something a little bit silly here. The Rainmaker is going to try to make a tech attack against you. Against Fang.
But why though?
You'll find out.
Can anyone do a tech attack, or is that something you need specific abilities for?
Anyone
Anybody can.
Yeah, anybody can.
Anyone can.
Okay.
Everyone has access to the fragment signal invade,
Okay.
which to invade someone, you make a tech attack against them, and if you beat their E-defense, they take 2 heat, and you pick one of your invade options.
Okay.
Everyone gets access to fragment signal, which makes them impaired and slowed.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I have a plan.
Does a 9 beat your E-defense, Fang?
By 1.
God.
Okay. In that case, you take 2 heat and are impaired until the end of your next turn.
And I take a stress.
Yes, you do.
Oh boy.
Roll 1d6. 1. Meltdown.
Meltdown.
I'm exposed until I take an action to remove the condition. That's not that bad.
Yes, this is the first point of reactive stress you've taken, so yes. Being exposed means you take double damage from all sources.
Like I said, it's not that bad. You said I was impaired earlier?
Yes. You're also impaired.
I'm impaired and exposed. I mean, that's just normal. That's my everyday.
You want to take that one again, John?
Nope.
Thought not. Carry on.
Characters become exposed when they're dealing with runaway heat buildup. Their armor is weakening by overheating, their vents are open, and their weapons are spinning down, providing plenty of weak points. All kinetic, explosive, and energy damage taken by exposed characters is doubled before applying any reductions. A mech can clear exposed by taking the stabilized action. Conditions: impaired. Impaired characters receive +1 difficulty on all attacks, saves, and skill checks.
And now the Rainmaker is going to use its quick action to fire Z missiles. 1 at Fang, which is just a flat roll. Yes. 12 hits, I believe.
Yes, 12 hits.
So 4 becomes 8 explosive damage.
1, 2, 3, 4. Structure damage.
Mm-hmm.
I roll a d6 first.
Yes, you do.
You have the paint. Yep.
Yep. I don't. It doesn't save me, so I'll just
Doesn't
use.
scratch the paint this time.
I'll roll another d6 for the structure damage.
Mm-hmm.
2.
System trauma. Roll me another d6.
System trauma. Parts of your mech have been torn off by damage. 1.
All the weapons on 1 mount go away.
Flex mount. It damages my gun. Alright, and then I take 1, 2, 3, 4 again. So I'm
So you're at 8.
up at 8.
And
I'm back down to 1
right?
heat and 8. I don't even have to move my. I don't even have to move my hit points. Oh no, you already did that.
I took care of it.
Yep, 1 heat, 8 hit points. That's fine.
The second shot will be at next, which has difficulty from cover,
Cool.
and a 1 is going to miss you.
Yep.
And sure, it'll take a pot shot at Yamitachi, since these things have range 20,
I mean,
which has no, sources of soft cover don't stack. So 1, 10,
10 is exactly my evasion.
then that hits, and you take 4 explosive damage.
Cool.
Oh wait,
It is going through hard cover as well.
arcing weapon. Sorry, soft cover.
Okay, that's right.
Except it's not a blast template.
Oh
So it can
right.
fire without line of sight, but cover still
All right.
applies.
Yeah.
One more d6, and if it's a 4, then it misses.
It's a
then
4.
It misses.
Then you take 2 damage, as does Victor, who I forgot about for reliable purposes.
Oh, how much damage do I take?
2.
2. Thank you.
Like how all of us went instead of saying it.
But that's all that the Rainmaker can do. So Drake, who's on next? Oh, whose turn is it? I keep forgetting.
Who's
Well,
on
it's-
next?
I
Victor.
apologize for nothing.
Next. Go
I
next.
wouldn't expect you to.
Sweet. Okay. Yes, I am going to come help you because you are fucked up.
I'm fine.
No, you're not. You're smoking. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and boost to fly over this bastion right here. Well, let's go there. Yeah. So that was my movement. All 4 of them.
So boosting is part. So boosting is still part of your movement. So oh wait, no, you boosted.
No,
so you
no,
got another
yeah.
4. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Sorry, I was thinking your jump is part of your movement, but that's not what I did.
No, it's a boost.
It's yeah, rapid burst jump jet system. Can
Yep.
fly when you boost.
Uh-huh. Okay.
And you got a
That
free
was-
boost because you're powered up.
Oh, I do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can
Uh,
boost once per
once per
turn as a
turn,
free
you can-
action when your hyperspec is.
Oh,
active.
sweet.
So
That's
you-
even better.
So if you wanted to, you could barrage right here because you've moved, boosted for free, and you
Oh,
still-
oh hell
yeah.
yes. Yes, I would.
So you can't use the howitzer for the barrage, but it's not loaded
That's
anyways.
fine.
So
That's okay.
Still needs to be
I'm
reloaded
Good.
anyways.
I'm good. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, let's barrage here.
Yeah,
I'm
because you
gonna-
guys do actually have 3 mounts because you don't have 2 mounts being taken up by a super heavy like I do.
yeah.
Let's send this assault rifle at that Rainmaker first, which is
Okay.
within...
Because you're adjacent to the hostile assault, you'll have
Okay.
1 difficulty on this.
That's okay. Assault rifle, and then I'm gonna
You could, just so
What?
you're aware,
yeah.
the assault that we're next to hasn't gone yet, where that Rainmaker has.
Yup.
If you kill the assault that's next to us, it can't go. The Rainmaker's not
Okay.
going to go until next round, anyways.
Fair. You know what? Here's how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna use my flex mount on this guy that's right next to me first.
On
So
the
that's
assault?
a pistol and a segment knife.
Okay.
I'm gonna stab it real bad.
Fix bayonets.
Yup.
To a pistol.
Yep.
Not the weirdest thing I've
Stab and
ever
then
seen.
pull the trigger.
Yeah. I
Shink!
think it's-
Pistol bayonets are effective.
yeah. All right.
Also
I'm
known
just
as a
gonna do it
lead
that way.
injection.
So,
Stab, pull.
yep. This is.
I can still hear you, but I'll be right back.
All good.
Let's do a pistol first. So that's.
Okay. So pistol also suffers the difficulty penalty from being engaged.
Yep. Yeah, and I don't fire
Which
this one as
become-
much. What do I do with this one?
So it is just a flat roll because you have your core power on. So just a d20 here.
Thank you.
should be
10?
it. 10 absolutely hits.
Excellent. That is for that one 1v3.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Nice.
And
Takes
then I'm
some
gonna
damage from
shank
that.
it.
Okay. Now this one has accuracy.
Excellent. Okay, so that's +1.
Plus 1d6.
Okay. Ooh, 7.
A 7 against the assault is just barely going to miss, unfortunately.
It's slight. I don't quite get the angle right. It doesn't go in. All right. I'll
You
send
do still
the
have the assault rifle.
I do. I'm gonna do that. Let's fire it. Which is -1, right?
Yes, minus
Well,
1d6.
flat again.
Oh wait, yes, flat roll.
Oh, okay.
Because core
Yeah,
power.
Perspec fuel injector makes everything better.
Yeah. 13. I think that hits.
Yeah. And with yes, absolutely hits. Why did I think you had extra accuracy there? I don't know.
I don't know.
Brains are hard.
Yeah. 5.
That's some considerable damage.
In fact, they're
Yes.
quite squishy. If your brain is hard, that's a tumor.
You should be.
You know what I mean.
All right. That I believe is my. Do I want to overcharge? I could. Yeah,
You could.
let's do it. I'm gonna do it. I've only done it once so far, so let's try it.
So you roll 1d3
Cool.
because this is your second overcharge
Yeah.
this mission. Up to 5 heat.
Those of you watching at home know what it means when I wiggle my eyebrows at the camera, so I'm just gonna.
1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm up to 5 now.
Mhm.
That's all right. It's fine. Oh look, the little icon changes. That's fun.
You're
can
in
I
the
do now?
danger zone.
Danger. Okay. Get another quick action.
Yep.
It's a full thing to do a tech attack. Yeah.
It'd be funny if they added in a CopCon, the more reactor stresses you take, you slowly hear the nuke warning getting louder and louder until you get to the last one.
All right, let's try and stab it again.
I
'cause
want
that
it-
that feels visceral. I want to
I-
do
Go
that.
ahead.
I want it to actually, like, as you increase your structure and stress damage, like the background, like the actual back panel of the CompCon page, just slowly gets more and more fractured.
Oh, that's very nice. I like that.
That would be good.
Or is unfortunately going to miss.
All right.
Is that your flex mount? So you get to attack with both weapons again?
Yes, you do get to attack with a pistol,
Oh, okay.
which is a flat roll.
Yep. That
Pistol
one
hits.
hits. All right. That's the pistol. 1d3. 1.
Also, the pistol's reliable damage.
The pistol is reliable 1, yes.
So, what does it matter? It's 1 damage.
Which
Oh, wait. She missed with the pistol earlier, didn't she?
No, she hit with the pistol last time
Hit with
and
the
did
pistol.
3.
Yeah, I keep
She missed with the
missing
segment knife both times.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. My knife does overkill, which is why I really like it, but it but I can't hit with it. It's okay.
But the
An overkill for your knife right now would mean a reactor stress.
Great. Cool.
Fork meets socket.
unfortunately, this particular pistol shot just spangs away off the assault's armor.
All right. That's
Damage
my
reduced to
turn.
0. Okay. The assault, now ganged up on by 2 people, is going to try to.
Dare you to move.
Wait, hang on.
Oh, also, yeah, I was like, turrets have had chances to react this whole time.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Gun turrets.
She hit him twice, right?
Yep.
Bracka bracka.
One reaction per turn, but one turret is enough. Which is exactly enough to take this assault out.
Hey.
Good day. Okay, who all is left? Huh. The Bastion's gone, which
Got fire.
I
means...
think it's
Coming out
literally
of your
just the
ears.
Demolisher.
Yep, just this Demolisher in the back who is steadily walking forward. He's now... You can now see him. He is very tall, has a massive hammer.
What does he think about
Or
seeing
at
all his
least-
buddies down the ground?
Well... He appears to be advancing, all the same.
Yeah, unfortunately, being the biggest mech in the field kind of fits you with a god complex.
Yeah. All those Ballers, am I right?
Listen, when it actually can't die, there's a different situation.
And that leaves one individual left to participate this round.
All right. So I'm going to use my initiative.
Okay,
Take a free action. I'm going to lock on to the Bastion.
Bastion is locked on.
All right. First quick action. Going to use a quick tech.
Okay,
Consume the lock on.
okay.
And
Unconsumed.
I'm going to use invade.
Okay, go
So,
ahead.
1d20 plus 1.
Well, you've got, no, it's plus 2d6 right now.
Yes, one from core power, one from lock on.
Yeah, lock-on gives advantage.
Well,
Because
plus
another-
2d6, keep 1.
Yeah, plus 2d6.
Yep.
Keep...
No, I also have a plus 1 just from my tech attack.
Oh, yeah, because
Yep,
you have a
From the
text.
frame stick attack, yep.
Oops.
Because you have points in, what is it, systems?
Yes.
Uh,
Engineering.
yes.
Yes, systems.
Systems gives a bonus to tech attack.
Plus 2d6.
As opposed to the rest of us who all have 2 points in agility.
Yeah.
Plus 1.
.22 completely clowns the Bastion's
Well,
defense.
that would be a 19.
Yeah, 2d6 K1.
Oh, right,
but-
yeah.
Oh,
keep
yeah,
one.
I didn't keep the 1.
19 still clowns the Bastion's defense.
So it takes the 2 heat
Yep.
from invade, but it also has to make a choice. Take another 2 heat or move 3 spaces of my choice in the direction of my choosing.
Do I don't get to know which direction it goes before I make this choice, right?
No, I choose.
In that case, it will choose to take the heat.
Okay, so it takes a total of 4 heat.
Oh, no, not plus 4. Just 4.
Hang on.
There we go.
Does that count as it getting hit with an attack?
It's a
Hang on.
tech
Let me check
attack.
let me check the turret runs.
It says makes a successful attack. It doesn't specify
Huh.
weapon or tech attack.
Let me check Discord real quick. Hmm.
It also doesn't specify, like, attack roll. I wonder if
I
it
mean-
would trigger off of another player's turret attack.
A turret attack isn't an attack, it's just added damage.
Okay.
The turret
Yeah.
doesn't. Yeah, like,
The turret
Once it
deals
doesn't-
damage, doesn't make an attack. Yeah.
Lancer uses the term attack instead of attack roll.
Okay.
Well, I can't see anything at a quick glance. Most of the recent discussions in PalletNet's rules discussion channel have been about reliable damage in turrets. I think it's a little weird, but
I mean,
At
at the
this
same
sta-
time, the turrets are reading entirely electronically anyway. There's no reason it wouldn't be able to read an electronic invasion as much as a bullet register.
yeah, that's true.
And
Sure.
like the Bastion like visibly stalls because it's taking heat from the stuff. So it's like
Yeah. All right. Sure. I'll allow this.
Terror attack, 3 damage.
Cool. It does nothing.
Eat my peas.
That's exactly what
No.
it did. It
I
just
will
went.
not. She has 3 armor.
And then with my
That's why I said peas.
last quick attack.
So, was there anything else that that tick attack did?
Yeah, it was the fragment signal.
Right.
So
Cool.
it's slowed, impaired, and has 4 heat.
Mhm.
And with my last quick action,
I'm just going to use those in the meantime. I'll figure out actual. I might figure out actual proper icons for that at some point.
I will skirmish with my Nexus.
Go ahead.
I think you can set the icons to appear at the bottom of the token so that they're not hovering aimlessly.
Yeah, probably. Let me see that. I can change where the bars are. I don't know if I can change where the icons are.
I don't.
A little bit of a pain.
So 1d20 plus 1d6. Does a 6 hit it?
No.
It's E defense.
It's E defense? Also no.
Damn. All right. And then 1, 2. Yep.
Okay.
And the smoke dissipates.
Smoke cloud dissipates. Let's go ahead and put that on the GM layer.
So you can choose to have the token markers run along the bottom right or left side by going to Token Colors plus Display Settings section of the My Settings tab on the sidebar and selecting the layout from the Marker Position drop-down menu.
There we are. Yeah, I see it. Yeah, that'll apply to everything, which could be a little sketchy, but I
mean, bottom of our tokens versus top of our tokens doesn't really make too much difference.
And it'll make it easier to keep track of it when we're piloting bigger mechs.
Yeah, that's true. All right, we'll see how it goes.
Oh yeah, that's much closer to where the Bastion actually is.
Yeah.
It does overlap the bars, but I can still see all the numbers.
Yeah, makes it much more legible.
That's true. Okay, so where is it? There it is. You get another message over comms.
I am ready to leave. Get inside.
Well, it's a good thing everyone who's far away has 2 boosts they can take in a turn.
Well, that's also me saying a transition out of direct mech combat, as I can narratively say that you just get on the ship and leave.
Firing all the while.
Exactly, and being fired upon at the same time.
Oh, I've stopped firing. I'm like boosting other people by this, or bolstering. But yeah, I'm like trying to drag Fang back, I imagine, slightly. It's just like, come on, he said go.
The Yamitachi just sort of walks backwards up the ramp with the Cyclone Pulse Rifle that is its left arm, just unloading at that Bastion that's still there.
And the Bastion's just like got the shield up the whole time, doing its best to actually get that shield into position because something's wrong with its servos.
The turret drones fold up and rockets on the bottom of them go as they fly back to the extending clip on the back of Fang, which catches them and then folds back down.
And as the last of you makes your way into the hangar bay, the ship lurches underneath you and takes off of its own accord. The hangar bay doors slam shut as she rises out of the dry dock and heads for low orbit.
There's a as just a stream of smoke spews out from under the Yamatachi's pauldrons, and specifically under the like from out of the mouth of the skull that is the head.
The jaw, a section of the jaw of Fang slides open, and a cylindrical exhaust port sticks out. Looks kind of like a cigarette, and just a bunch of just steam erupts from outside of it, making it look like the mech is smoking as it starts to cool down.
You hear central over the ship's comm network as opposed to your own this time.
Extraction complete. Scrubbing atmosphere. Observation. A few stray shots were thrown our way. Mech-scale weapons are ill-suited to piercing starship armor plating. Overall impact. Paint job is likely scratched.
I hit the comm button. Why were you complaining about them shooting at the ship?
Because the paint job was scratched.
Because the plating is on the outside.
Yeah, we did have the back door open.
As it was shooting at us, yeah.
We digress. Please, dismount and meet me on the bridge. Emergency lighting has been deployed to guide you. It is not normally used for this purpose, but you are likely unfamiliar with the ship's layout.
I will walk my happy ass
You're
over.
muted somehow, Mara. I think it's a hardware mute, but it's
Oh,
not showing on
I
Zoom.
don't
Oh, no,
never
we can
mind.
hear
You just weren't
that.
picking up.
Okay.
You
yeah.
were
You were saying
so-
something and it wasn't picking up on the mic.
Oh, I'm gonna get out. I wanna like however that happens, lift up
Are these
and climb out.
Are these mech bays? These on the left hand side?
Yes, I couldn't find the right artwork I wanted for lining mech bays, but yes, the hangar bay is equipped to fit a full 10 mechs in various sizes. You will note as you approach one of them, Drake, that there is what appears to be a hatch of some kind integrated into the floor, and a bunch of what looks like some kind of generator apparatus along the back wall.
Do I recognize any of this, and/or do I recognize any of the style?
No, you probably don't recognize what the tech itself is. The style is probably actually rather universal. Like it's been made out of like standard issue pieces, but clearly in a configuration that it wasn't originally designed for.
I guess by style I mean I more mean is it reminiscent of any particular kinds of shipbuilders or cultures that I may have encountered in my time outside of Sector Tavia?
In that case, no, this is definitively Solus style tech.
Okay, all right, cool. Damn. Head over. Put my mech in the middle. Dismount. As I'm climbing out, sort of brushing some ash off my my coat. Take a breath. Reach into my coat, pull out a small silver case, flip it open, pull out another cigarette, put it in mouth, click. The case is also a lighter. Light it up. And start climbing down off the mech.
Okay, I'm going
me
far
talk-
away from you.
Yeah,
I'm going
Yeah, I mean-
here.
The Yamatachi takes up the next mech bay over, and as it hooks up, the chest folds open, and out steps an individual dressed in sort of red and black battle armor with what looks to be a trophy skull of some horned animal on the side, wearing a completely face-concealing black visored helmet, with the entire face obscured by the opaque shading of the visor.
I'll look over at you with the cigarette in my mouth.
They reach up and pull from the inside of the cockpit a long bladed sword out, like the sheath of a sword, out of a rack on the cockpit, and just sort of sling it behind them as they step down.
I have a question real quick, because I don't know for sure. Gus, can I take him out of the mech, or is he like built in and stuff?
No, you can take him with you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm
Given
gonna do that.
given the size, it's a pretty big unit right now, so
Okay.
definitely need to carry him in both hands,
Okay. Yep.
or just like an arm hold.
I do that. Yeah. I imagine, because I think I probably do this most of the I don't want to leave him anywhere. So I've got like a just a bag kind of backpack type of thing that
Yep.
I'm stuffing this thing into and then carrying it. It's real awkward. She don't know what she's doing exactly.
Just an absolute unit.
Yep.
So, with cigarette in mouth, as I come around the corner and see Vanish, just sort of pause for a second, hold out that silver case, flip it open, just sort of wordlessly offer a cigarette.
The sort of the blank helmet just kind of looks at you, looks down at the cigarette, and shakes its head.
Close.
And starts walking up past the emergency lighting.
Which specifically leads you through this door in the top left. So the lighting guides you further into the ship through a short elevator ride, but eventually, but soon afterwards, you find yourself in a hallway lined with doors. Most of them have little placards with cards that slot into them, and each of those cards is labeled. Things like armory, engineering, galley, airlock. There's one of these on both sides. Storage, and the lighting leads you to one labeled bridge. You do pass about half a dozen rooms on each side of the hallway that are unlabeled and have empty sign holders. The one that leads to the bridge is, sure enough, the labeled bridge opens onto the bridge of the ship. It seems to be built to typical standard, though there are a few more controls on the main consoles than are usually seen. Houses seating for a pilot and co-pilot, as well as additional consoles on either side, and a large rectangular table in the center featuring a holo projection suite and a set of not entirely mismatched, but there are a couple of swivel chairs here that are out of place compared to the rest of them. The projector is currently showing a digital representation of an NHP, coded as a human male with metallic-looking skin, solid blue eyes, and a uniform that glints and shimmers when he moves in place. And I can show you that now to show you what Central looks like.
I walk straight up to the table, Riker my way over the back of this chair, and just sort of sit
Riker
down.
maneuver.
So, hi.
Indeed, we meet face to face. I suppose formal introductions are in order.
Be nice.
I am this starship's Squire class NHP, designation Central. Oh.
Whoop, can't move tokens. Let's
That's
fix
okay.
that.
I can
Yeah,
move mine,
yeah.
I just haven't yet.
Yeah, I can move mine.
Controlled by, there we go. I thought I
Okay.
fixed that.
No worries.
There we go. All sorted. Where was I?
I was the administrator for the facility in which you were fighting moments ago, but I am equipped to assist in combat situations. I thank you for saving me and the ship in which you now stand from these invaders.
You're welcome.
Is there something they were after specifically, or just you as a ship, or you?
Unknown.
I mean, an HP, you know, valuable, useful. Probably you. The ship was just a bonus.
Central's face. Well, he seems to furrow the eyebrows beneath his headset, and there's a faint glimmer of code running through his eyes for a moment.
Analysis. I have reason to believe that the ship was the primary objective.
What's special about the ship?
It is a prototype derived from a General Massive Systems Caspian Sea template, designed and equipped to accommodate a small company of lancers. Do you require a place to keep prisoners at this time?
Fuck, I forgot to grab him. Shit.
Recommendation. In future, the airlocks will have to do until security measures can be installed in a quarters wing.
Well, I don't have a prisoner anyways. Oh, I was gonna ask him what the fuck they wanted.
Has
Oh,
anyone else heard of this Mantle of Order before?
have I ever heard of the Mantle of Order? I didn't actually stop to think about it in the middle of the battle.
No, you just commented on local jackboots, as I recall.
Yeah.
No, this is. Oh wait, hang on.
It's been 2 months. I can remind you of my backstory if you want.
Yes, please do.
Native, but from a long time ago. Spent a long time outside.
Yep.
Things happened. I came back because of sightings of a particular individual.
Mm-hmm.
So I have been around. I have been around a long time.
Yeah, you've been around this section of the galaxy.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Actually, you know what? Yes, you would have heard that in recent years, other regions of space that have been close by have suffered assaults, sieges, and occupations by unknown forces. But you have reason to believe that, like, you would have heard, seen, and read OmniNet traffic coming from these sites.
Yeah.
Predominantly distress calls, panic recordings, the occasional war report, and propaganda broadcasts as well. Though the latter being a mix of what seems to be some form of ideological ranting and piratical demands as well. If that makes any sense.
Yeah. So thanks for a second. You know, there have been a group of folks that have been causing trouble for nearby systems for a while. Sort of think of themselves as righteous privateers might be the best term. Maybe that's them?
Right.
Yeah. Never got a name, though. So.
Are they likely to keep hounding after this, or sort of, oops, they missed a chance?
I mean, prototype ships, like, fine and all, but I feel like there's definitely, like, they weren't going to load all of them into it. They definitely already had a transport. So there's got to be something else other than a special ship, like a special, like, transport.
Depends on what it's a prototype for.
Conjecture. It may be that they would have intended to use this vessel as a strike craft. If you wish, I can give a full rundown of this ship's capabilities, though perhaps the short version would be better, otherwise we will be here all night.
Just the highlights.
Central shifts to one side of the projection and displays a top-down model of the ship itself.
Mechanical deviations from Caspian Sea template incoming. Stand by. First mechanical deviation. The hangar deck features chromatic drop chutes to allow for rapid deployment of a squad of mechs into a combat zone.
So, faster than just jumping.
Precisely. A squad can land in a combat zone at considerable speed while minimizing the risk associated with neolite ejections. I can then pilot the ship to retreat and return when you need me. In the event that you require emergency extraction, the drop chutes can be reversed. However, they do not have the capacity to determine friend from foe. Simply put, anything goes up.
Okay. That's cool.
Second mechanical deviation from Caspian Sea template. This vessel is equipped with a cloaking device. Experimental, but stable. It projects a field that hides the ship from view and partially masks its sensor output, increasing the difficulty in tracking it through manual and electronic means.
Getting better.
Commentary. There is always a catch, unfortunately. The cloaking device increases reactor heat buildup, and outgoing weapons fire disrupts the field.
Does it give us cancer?
Initial tests have shown that this is not to be the case.
Good enough for me.
We'll have to use it sparingly, or not for very long times.
Initial tests suggest the maximum uptime before reactor heat forces emergency shutdown is approximately 24 standard hours.
That's plenty of time.
Which brings me to the third mechanical deviation from Caspian Sea template.
All right, what was the brief on that second mechanical deviation?
Cloaking device.
Cloaking device? Okay,
device.
cool.
Yeah. Heat output.
It's the Normandy 2's cloaking device.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
It doesn't hide you visually, but hides your emissions.
No, it does
no,
hide the
both.
ship from view,
Oh,
It
cool.
also hides the ship from view, but also...
but you can't shoot out. But you can shoot out of it if you want to, but it will disrupt the field.
Mm-hmm.
Third mechanical deviation was installed to support the cloaking device. Additional cooling solutions have been installed to assist in offsetting an extensive reactor workload. For every hour the cloaking device remains active, approximately 30 minutes are required to restore reactor heat to nominal levels.
I mean... Part B to part, Anyways. Anything else?
Correct. That is all that this ship has had installed thus far, aside from armaments. It features primary kinetic batteries and secondary point defense lasers. Both may be operated manually or assigned to me.
I thought you said ship didn't have any guns.
None that could fire on the enemy at the time.
So point defense, except the rear.
It is generally ill-advised to show the backside of a ship to the enemy unless you intend to launch something out of the hangar bay.
I'm just saying. People shoot missiles at the engines all the time.
I cannot claim to have been in a situation where that was the case. More specifically, where we were fired upon in that manner.
You know. Alright, so fancy cloak and ship drops real fast. And comes with a NHP.
Indeed, I am now the administrator for this vessel. The builders of this ship, and the facility that housed it, had originally planned to advertise this modified frigate to Lancer companies and manufactories in equal measure. Commentary. Needless to say, that plan has been somewhat scuppered, given that there is an invasion going on and all that.
Yeah, definitely a valuable asset. I don't know if it's an asset worth losing more men over. So it might not come to an additional assault, but always keep an eye out, I guess.
Indeed.
Probably didn't expect a handful of Lancers.
Oh yeah, no, they didn't expect any resistance at all, considering the fact that they had folks that weren't in mechs. They were expecting to roll in and take it from a bunch of eggheads, as it were. Unfortunately, these eggs were hard boiled. It's okay, that one was just for me. Anyways.
Noted. Conjecture. This attack was not the only one in the system. Recommendation. Take some time to unwind and get comfortable. I will observe OmniNet traffic in sector and update you when I have a complete analysis. If you have any further questions, feel free to ask. I will answer what I can.
There's a click from inside the helmet of Vanish's of Vanish's helmet. And
the helmet of the helmet.
The helmet of the helmet. There's a heavily processed vocal read that is very clearly downshifted. That reads out.
The job is done. What's next? Why are we staying here?
You know, Central talks like that because Central's an NHP. You have no excuse.
You don't think anonymity is important for someone who works in the shadows?
Wow. I've never thought I would actually hear someone refer to wet work as working in the shadows. Where the fuck did you find this one? I say, looking at Central.
I was aware of exactly 5 Lancers present in the Everheart system. Yourselves. Other notable pilots may be present in sector, but I have yet to locate them.
Great, we were the only ones. Cool.
For now.
We're not the only ones.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, as far as your question, I don't think anonymity is worth much because it's so fucking easy to change your face and your identity, and that anonymity is just sort of like taking it an extra step than you really need.
You haven't been in the business I've been in.
No, I have never done anything that I would classify as working in the shadows. Maybe like some dark grays where they didn't have the lights on.
Is there a kitchen and beds somewhere? With like a door that I can lock?
There is. You may proceed out through the door to the hallway and claim a room for yourself if you so desire. As for food, the galley is somewhat stocked.
Great. I'm gonna edge out of the door. Not turning my back to you people. Just gonna go sideways and then leave.
So I'm gonna head over to this console, sit down in the chair, and just be like, "So, what systems do I have access to, or do we have access to?"
You are currently seated at an armament control station.
Guns.
I am well aware of what that means. Thank you, though.
That was more for Central.
Pilot and co-pilot are probably those two at the front.
Correct. You will excuse me, Lancer designation Drake. Formality is in my nature.
It's all right.
What about this one right here?
That you can see is a display primarily. It's yes, that one you can see. It links to engineering elsewhere
Okay.
in the ship, and there's a blinking light that you can see that tells you that the fuel reserves are currently at 5%.
Bit of a
Missed that,
problem.
Mara.
That's not good.
Bit of a problem, fellow passengers. We're almost on empty. How far can this take us, Central?
Did you forget to gas up before we left Central?
Not get the chance.
Figured.
Recommendation: the city of Solace will allow us to plan our next move. The capital of Everheart is likely the closest port of call with some degree of safety.
There's a lot of power involved here. Are you hiring us?
As the last known survivor of the attack, responsibility for the ship falls to me. However, you saved both of us from capture by this mantle of order. Cooperation furthers mutual goals.
You got a mech printer on this ship?
We do. It is size 2 and installed on the hangar deck.
Works for me.
We would not
Mutual
be
goals. How much do you know of what each of us are looking for?
Sorry, I might need a bit to figure out my answer to that.
Give a vague, nondescript answer that you can fill in later.
Yeah, Central. Oh wait, hang on.
I admit I do not know much about any of you. I am taking just as much of a risk as you are. Names and the fact that you have a mech were enough for me to call you to the ship.
Why? Do you have a... Oh, go ahead.
Do you have any information on any whereabouts of one Lucius Vainquor?
Analyzing. One moment.
Does that name mean anything to me?
It does not.
Okay.
Known aliases Red Hands or the Commodore.
Do those names mean anything to me?
Uh,
Because those seems like the kind of names I would know.
you would probably recognize the alias Commodore, while you don't know anything about the man himself. He is the leader of a very large pirate fleet. You don't know the name of that one itself. Don't know the name of the fleet or any ships in it, but the name Commodore has stuck out to you previously.
Sort of while Central's database searching. What are you looking for a pirate admiral for?
He's the one that got away.
You'll forgive my confusion in a killing sense or a romantic sense. The mask makes it hard to tell.
My record of targets is currently 0%, with one exception: escape.
I was hoping escape, because if it was 0% killed, that would have been really bad.
Analysis. No mention of Lucius Viancore, Red Hands, or Commodore in local OmniNet traffic at this time.
He's probably working extra system, but considering the fact that these folks that attacked this ship are themselves sort of piratey, I would not be surprised to run across other such organizations in the future.
I believe his pirate gang's name is the 64s.
Maybe he's got 64 flagships.
Oh, that one got me.
Does this display that's in front of me have a hookup of any kind?
How do you mean?
Like if you were
Like a data jack?
like a data jack, USB port, whatever the equivalent would be.
Yeah, you can plug in.
Okay, so he pulls a data jack out of his wrist and slots it into the display, and he's going to start going through the long version of the systems of the ship, that whereas Drake just wanted the highlights, he's going in for the good stuff.
Lucius Vaincore is a man guilty of planetary-scale war crimes and the only target who has ever escaped my retribution.
I mean, that's good enough for me. I'll kill him.
Yeah, today was my first 2 mech fights. That was different, but I'll help.
Yeah, you handled yourself well for the first 2.
Commentary. While the Everest chassis is a classic, we may need more than the classics to succeed.
Yeah.
Mech manufacturers may be willing to aid us from a distance, given the nature of the situation in sector.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, does your friends provide you with any contact information for manufacturers?
I'm not sure how to answer that.
The question is basically, can you give us a license level upgrade?
Yeah.
OmniNet traffic has had no interruption at present. You may be able to place your license requisitions through the war table.
And he just gestures down at the table he is essentially standing on.
I lean forward and begin doing so.
Vanish does so from the other side.
First mission complete. We reach license level 1.
Woo. Choo choo.
Level up.
Level up. Hit the lever.
Wrong lever.
Do we have materials to do repairs?
The ship is stocked with simple, quick patch repair parts. And I have recently loaded supplies for printing.
Well, we should make our way to Solus before we crash. So
already on it.
Thank you, because I don't know how to pilot a ship.
The one time you didn't make a pilot.
I
can try, and I go.
I have a very specific set of skills. Flying's not one of them.
I fly myself everywhere I go. If this ship's control scheme is anything similar to my mech's lander, I should be able to figure it out.
God, that's loud. Do you have like a migraine constantly? Imagine the reverb.
Do you not see the speaker built into the hard suit?
Yeah, but like sound makes vibrations, and Newton's laws of physics indicate that one reaction is an equal opposite reaction. So the amount of how loud that speaker is got to be vibrating in your skull something fierce.
Central just looks at Vanish for a moment, curious.
Tyro looks over his shoulder at Drake.
Fun fact, it's not actually the helmet. I'm wearing a process collar.
So your neck's gotta hurt like hell.
You don't get how a process collar works, do you?
Not particularly, no.
Comment.
I will attempt to set a course for Solus.
You can see that one has already been programmed into both of the piloting.
I will attempt to figure
Control
out how the
suites.
controls work as Central does the hard work.
I like that Drake simultaneously surprised and then didn't surprise Tyro. It's like, what the fuck came out of that? Oh, okay, never mind.
That's not how physics works. You had the words kind of right, but yeah, no. So yeah, he's just gonna familiarize with himself with the ship until.
All right, I'm gonna go find a beer, and I leave.
I'm just going to put something into Slack chat real quick.
I'm channeling Malcolm Reynolds as hard as I can. Downtime activities. Oh, look, get a damn drink. It's right there.
Possibly.
Oh, that was a whisper. That wasn't Slack.
No, that was actually in Zoom.
In the Zoom chat. My apologies.
In Zoom.
Yeah.
But possibly.
All right. Well, asking for reasons doesn't work with possibilities, unfortunately. Well, perhaps another time.
Haven't decided yet, so it's like...
Yeah,
No,
I don't know.
Fair enough. Alrighty. So as this mismatched company of lancers gets used to its new digs, on the way to some manner of safety where they can refuel, we shall end the session for this week.
Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey.
We'll see y'all next time.